Every year, on the Saturday nearest Guglielmo Marconi's birthday, a special radio event is run. International Marconi Day is not a contest, but an opportunity for radio hams around the world to contact stations that have been set up in places with a historical connection to Marconi. Places like Poldhu in Cornwall, where Marconi signals were first transmitted across the Atlantic on the 12th of December 1901. Bass Point, Cornwall, where signals were received from the Isle of Wight, setting a new distance record and proving that communications could be conducted over the horizon. And Sestri Levante, a tower on the Italian Riviera, where Marconi conducted his first important transmissions. Radio hams who take part in International Marconi Day can qualify for an award. Some historical research show that in 1896 a patent for wireless telegraphy was issued to Guglielmo Marconi, and his first coastal station was built at Allen Bay on the Isle of Wight. By the end of that year, a chain of coastal stations had been built at strategic points on the coastline, one of these being at Caister in Norfolk. The Marconi station was established at Caister in 1900 in a house in the High Street known as Pretoria Villa. Its original purpose was to communicate with ships in the North Sea, and from 1906 it was also able to communicate with the Cross Sands lightship. The main aerial behind the house was 150 feet high, and the aerial wire was suspended between this and a slightly shorter mast. This is all I needed to know. We could now set up our own IMD station, and that is how GB0CMS Caister Marconi Station was born. Trouble was, the station had long vanished, but Caister Lifeboat were more than happy to host us at their visitor centre. The first record of the Caister Beach Company was in 1791, and the main purpose of the beach company was salvage, and the coast around Caister, with its array of treacherous sandbanks, provided a good living for the crews of the gigs and yawls, which were the principal rescue vessels of the day. In 1857, the RNLI took over responsibility for all the lifeboats, and in 1865 a new boat, a gift from the Birmingham Lifeboat Fund, arrived at Caister. But in 1969, after 124 years of a lifeboat station at Caister, the RNLI decided to close it. There was a public outcry as Caister held the record for the most lives saved by any lifeboat station in the British Isles. The crew, led by the veteran mechanic Jack Skipper Woodhouse, decided to have an independent station which immediately took over on the day the RNLI withdrew, and it's still there to this day, along with the visitor centre. GB0CMS ran two stations, one on 80 and 40 and one on 20 metres. We did actually go up to 17 metres and 15 metres as well, but band conditions were not very good. This is Steve, G3PND. He's an ex-Merchant Navy radio operator, so he knows his CW.
CQ Marconi Day, CQ Marconi Day. This is Golf Bravo 0, Charlie Mike Sierra. GB0CMS, Golf Bravo 0.
He also worked SSB as well, and this is Keith M0DZB on SSB. We did very well with contacts around the UK on 40 and 80, and also around Europe on both bands. Equipment used was an ICOM IC756 Pro 3 and an ICOM IC7400. This is Peter, M0RYB, another very good CW op. Logging was done with N1MM in the DX mode. Antennas were a G5RV 1480 and a Pro antennas iPro Home for 20 metres and above.
Golf Bravo 0 Charlie Mike Sierra Caister Marconi Station, calling CQ and standing by. CQ, 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 CQ.
At the end of the day, we made 165 contacts in 24 countries. Best EX was Louisiana and Virginia in the US, but most other stations were in the UK or Europe. For more details about International Marconi Day, see gb4imd.org.uk. Thanks for watching.